Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Bridget Akpo. Thank you very much for joining me. If it's your first time, you're welcome. Obosha, ekabo, shewa dada. No, I said no the last time. All of you were laughing at me that my no was not correct. Okay, no. Kedu, hi, how body? You're welcome. Thank you very much for stopping by. Senu Dezwa, Yaya Aiki, Yaya Gida, Lafia, hello. Welcome. It's Obodo TV, and you're welcome. Thanks for joining me. Today I have a story to tell you guys. It's been a while since I did this story time. I'm doing a story time, and that's why I'm relaxed. I'm so relaxed in my couch today. Because this story is one that will shock a lot of people. So, please grant me your listening ear to listen to this. Anyway, for my genuine Obodo TV family, I love you guys. I know you guys have always been very supportive towards me. You're always there in everything I'm going through. Good and bad, you celebrate. When it's good, you celebrate. When it's sad, you empathize. So what more can a girl ask for? I thank you. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. So today I want to share a story, true life story of what happened to a family friend of ours who went to Nigeria a few months ago. This is not made up. This is those who know me in real life, you know, my friends and my family member know this story that I'm about to share. But I'm sharing it today because I want to highlight some of the issues that we still have back home in Nigeria, and also to warn people, especially my Obodo family people. I'm not saying that it happens everywhere in Nigeria or it happens to everybody who goes to Nigeria, so please do not misunderstand what I'm trying to say. But this is what happened on this occasion, and people need to be very, very careful when they travel back home. And that's the whole essence of this story. It's not to paint Nigerian black. You don't love Nigeria more than me. I'm a true Nigerian by blood, by everything you can think of. So you are not more Nigerian than me. So all you all you social media warriors, keyboard warriors, you hold your peace. Shetigbo, hold your peace. This is true life. What happened to a friend of ours who went to Nigeria. So this is what happened. A friend of ours, he doesn't live in this country. He lives in I don't want to mention the country. Was one of the Scandinavian European countries. That's where he lives. Not in the UK. Scandinavian, one of the Scandinavian countries. That's where he lives. So what happened was that the mom had the fall. The mom fell. The mom had a fall in his house in Nigeria. It's a family friend. The mom had a fall in their house, and they called him that the mom had fallen and broken her hip. She needed hip replacement surgery. She was unconscious and was taken to the hospital. So the family member called him, and then he said he was going to go to Nigeria. When he called us and said he was going to go to Nigeria, in my mind I was like, it's like, you know what, I feel like God is always speaking to us. The Holy Spirit speaks to us all the time, but we are not always conscious of it. Honestly, sometimes you say, oh, my mind they tell me something, It is God that is speaking to you. You need to recognize that voice and listen to it. It is so important. I'm telling you, because when you now reflect back, when things happen and then you now think back, you will not be saying, but my mind told me this thing, no. My mind told me this thing, no. You know, but it's always there. The Holy Spirit is always there, present for those who are believers, who are children of God. You know, there are so many instances in your life that things would have gone bad, and then when you now reflect on it and go by, you like, but I have this feeling this morning. My mind was telling me it is God that's speaking to you. That is how God speaks to us, through our spirit. It just drops it in your spirit. So this is what the Spirit was telling me when he said he was going to go to Nigeria. My spirit was telling me, does he have to go to Nigeria? What does he have to go to Nigeria? There not nobody in Nigeria that are going to, you know, take the mom to hospital. You don't need to go to Nigeria for a thing like that. There are so many people in Nigeria you can call on. The only thing they'll probably need is money. Why don't you send the money? And then, you know, this is what I said to him. I said, you don't need to go to Nigeria. Call your extended family member. Tell them, you know, what's the situation? Let them go and check on your mom in hospital. Send them the money. You don't need to go down. If it's only because of that, he said, no, 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 no. He needs to go because there's nobody he can count on. Then he now started, you know, telling us about an experience that happened a couple of years ago where he was going to build a house and gave about 7 million naira to a cousin. And then the guy didn't do it. He ended up chopping all the money. And when he tried to get the money back, it became story. You know how all these things happen in families. Wahala will start. Then it is then they will now know that you want to show off because you live in Obodo Oyinbo. You want to do that you are better than them because you have more money than them. All those bullshit. That's when if you're not careful, things like that can become like a huge family problem. This story is long. I'm just going to try and cut it short because it's too long. Anyway, cut a long story short, we went to Nigeria. Mom was taken to hospital. Operation was successful. They did the operation. They did everything. Then, you know, I was talking to the family. I was talking to the family, and then something came up. And I said that because the house is tiles. You know how they do houses in Nigeria. It's tiles they'll put on the floor of the house. So it was like, this house is tiles, so it's slippery. He wants to change the carpet, to change it to carpet. That's the one they call rug in Nigeria. That if it's rug, then it will not be slippery anymore. Then, you know, it will not be, the mom will not be at the danger of slipping off or falling from the stairs, because the house is designed in a way that the stairs, maybe kitchen upstairs, I don't know. The house is in Calabar. I don't know. I didn't even know that they kidnapped in Calabar, because we are from Calabar. My husband is from Calabar, and I will tell you that if you want to ask me where I would love to live in Nigeria, Calabar would probably be one of the first places I will mention. Calabar, I love Calabar. Calabar is one of the most peaceful places in Nigeria. It is beautiful. It is calm. There's, you know, in my mind, I thought there was zero or no crime in Calabar until this incident. That's what I thought. Anyway, went and got people to change the carpet. I think it was about 2 days they did that job. You know, I think he said it's a company he contracted and everything, and they changed all the carpets both up and down so that the place can be safe by the time the mom is discharged. Finished doing carpet, so it was like, okay, I will come back and let me rest. You know, I'm tired with all the stress and everything. You know, mom in hospital, surgery, you know, house renovation and everything. Let me rest for about a week before coming back. 2 days later, the mom called me. She was crying on the phone. I was like, Mama, what's happened? Say, wahala dey, problem dey. What's happened, Mama? Say, that some people came to the place, some people came as he was driving to the house, in front of the gate of the house. You know how you have a gate man, they have a security man there, you know, because basically the house is just the mom, and then some family members, and then the gate man. Said as soon as he got to the gate, he was driving in. Before he could wait for the security man to open the door, armed men, about 3 of them, came down and just got into this car and drove off with him. I say, hey, we've been hearing stories of kidnapping. This sounds like a prototype. This sounds like kidnapping to me. Hey, the mother was crying. Oh, it's her fault. Oh, if she knew, oh, she would not have agreed. Oh, it's because of how. That's why he came. Oh God, oh, what's she gonna do? She was crying. She's trying to calm her down. I said, Mama, don't worry. Let's be praying. What can we do? Let's be praying and everything. 24 hours later, kidnappers called. Oh, what do they want? 30 million naira. Yes, you heard me right. 30 million naira. That's what they demanded for. When I tried to convert it, it was about 60,000 plus. 60,000 pounds plus. 60,000 pounds plus. I don't know how much that would be in dollars, but as at that time when it happened, it was about 60,000 pounds. A bit above 60,000 pounds. So the mom started crying. Where are they going to get 30 million naira from? All of them started looking for money. I said, hey! So I started calling people that I know, you know, we started reaching out to people asking, how do they do it? They say kidnapping. They say they negotiate, that you can call them and negotiate. The brother who is a reverend father, you know how all this Catholic reverend father, that's what, the only brother is a Catholic reverend priest. said he's the one that they were negotiating with, the one they were talking to on the phone. And when he tried to negotiate to say, this money is too much, he's just a priest, he doesn't have any money. They started shouting. I said, oh, you think I'm joking? You think I'm joking? Break. They started shooting. They shot him in the leg. So the brother was saying that they shot him. I said, are you sure? Then we started asking people again. Some people said, oh no, sometimes they do all that just to demo, just to do this. They collected his phone and started calling everybody they know on the phone. Kidnappers called me. From Nigeria, kidnappers called me. When I saw my phone ringing, I was like, Nigerian phone, Nigerian number, picked it. Hello? When I say how they play, when I say how they play, we go kill them, we go shoot them. I want my money. I want my money. If you see the way they were talking, and in the on the background of all this, I want my money. Where did they talk? So I was hearing gun. Hey, live ammunition, everywhere, everywhere, gunshots, my dear. I almost pissed for pants. I don't think I've ever in my entire life been scared like that before. I was having panic attacks after that. In fact, I switched the phone off. I didn't put it on again. I said, hey. What? They started calling everybody, every contact, for money. And they wanted the money immediately. They were saying, okay, it's only 24 hours they want the money. Where are they going to get 30 million naira from in 24 hours? Where? Oh, this is, I mean, it was a nightmare that you don't pray for. It was a nightmare. That's all I can say. It was a nightmare. And you never ever pray for that. Because these people, I hear that they are very ruthless. We got involved, we got an army corner involved who, you know, knows about all these things. I think it's helped some people to negotiate before, you know, to do, because I even hear that if you don't negotiate well, they can kill the person. There's no guarantee, even when you pay the money, that they can kill the person. You never know what will happen with these people, because apparently these people are like cartel. They are like a cartel, and they have bankers in them. They have policemen in them. They have all sorts of people in them. They have counting machine. They said if they ask you for money, this is how much they have. And if one penny is removed, if you bring the money, they will count it before they can even do anything. So it's not even something that you say, okay, let me bring half of the money. And these people were not willing to negotiate. They were not. It took about altogether. It took about maybe I think it was about 8 days. It took 8 to 9 days. It took before they were able to raise the money. We are running up and down here looking for money, borrowing money up and down to send them, because the mom was crying. Every day the mom will call, my daughter, please don't let them kill him. He's the only one I have. Help me. This, that. The family member were running up and down. Everybody was running. We were trying to borrow money before they finally got the money. They got the money complete, because these people were serious about killing him. And you know what? That army colonel that, you know, got involved and now started talking to them, said these ones are not the ones. It was one that was now telling us that there are different categories of kidnappers. This one is not the court boys kidnappers or the ones that some area boys were in. These ones are very organized ones, that as in these ones are, they are cartel that you don't even mess around with them. They are high on drugs and human life means nothing to them. This was somebody they picked from Calabar. Come and see the drama of the dropping. They will first of all say, bring the money to Ekpe. Bring the money to Taraba State. Bring the money to Nasarawa State. On the night when the money was going to be dropped, was dropped at night. Yoruba say, Orula Nsheka. I've seen it clearly that evil, this is what it means, happens at night. It's night, under the covers of darkness, that evil is done in this world. Any evil you can think of happens at night. No wonder that they said, you know, you shouldn't walk around at night, because the evil that happens at night, the night that they were going to drop this money, they will call the man and said, they called the man and said, bring the money to Taraba. The man said, where is he going to be able to get to Taraba? And they said they want it this night. You have to bring it. This is less than it's less than, let's say, 5 hours. Maybe they called in the morning and say bring the money to Taraba. You know where Taraba is? Taraba is in the far north. Even if they want to take flight, it's not physically possible. So they have to be begging, negotiating. Then the army officer was the one that was now giving them logistics advice on how to go, that the Reverend Father should not wear his white robe. He should dress casual. He should wear a cloth that doesn't have pockets. He should make sure he goes alone. He shouldn't carry anybody. And they must not put tracker. Apparently, they have a tracking device, a tracker detector. If there's a tracker inside the bag of the money, it's not even negotiable. They will kill you. Then they will take the money. So that was how they arranged 30 million naira, over 60,000 pounds in a bag, and then they moved. First of all, they said take the money to Nasarawa. This poor man was driving around at night by himself. Went to Nasarawa. They said no, not Nasarawa. Come to Abuja. He came to Abuja around 2 a.m. From Abuja, they say face Kogi. Eventually, it was Kogi, in the bush of Kogi. That's where they went to drop the money, around Lokoja area. He didn't see anybody, according to him. The Reverend Father told us the story after all this happened. He did not see anybody. His phone they were using to control him. That means they had people everywhere to monitor him. They know the car he was driving. They knew everything. So when it now got to the place, much later on, earlier hours in the morning, they told him, drop the money, go. You'll see your brother tomorrow morning. They didn't release him. It was not like an exchange to say, okay, take the money, then release my brother. No, they didn't. They said, go tomorrow morning. It was after, in the morning, they now called and said, okay, go and pick him up in Abuja. Do you know where they dumped him? They picked him up in Calabar and dumped him in Abuja. They dumped him in a bush in Abuja with a gunshot wound on his leg. This gunshot wound was days old, as in at that time, apparently when they called Reverend Father to say they were going to shoot him, they actually did. The leg done the roti. Ew! The wickedness in this world is too much. There's too much wickedness, all because he went to see his mother. The wickedness in this world is too much. They wanted to end his life, all because of money. So when they now picked him up, now it was now it's treatment. That's the next thing now. Now they borrow money everywhere. Where are they going to get money? They took him to hospital in Abuja, and they were asking for 1.5 million naira before they can treat him. He needs to get police report. He needs to do this. Hospital said they will not treat him without money. They now start looking for money again. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's the nightmare you do not wish on your neighbors. So I've narrated all these stories. Like I said, it's not because I want to spoil the image of Nigeria, as some of you will think, but it's for you to learn some lessons when going to Africa. Number one, be very, very careful how you travel. Be careful who you tell. What I understand from this whole experience, is that kidnappers do not just pick people up like that randomly on the street. It is somebody that knows you, a friend or a family member, maybe a cousin or whatever, that knows you and knows, that you are in a position to raise that money or to borrow that money, that will go and arrange. I mean, we've seen it all over now, the ones that they've caught. Somebody even told me about when this experience happened, and I started sharing with my friends in Nigeria. They told me about twins that arranged to kidnap one. The two of them went and arranged to kidnap one of them so that their father will pay for ransom money. Twins, man. I don't know. When the Bible says that the love of money is the root of all evil, man, I've never seen this type before. I have never seen it before. Human life means nothing to them. So it's the precautions that you need to take. Don't tell anybody when you are going. Do not tell them where you are staying or when you are coming. Let them just see you. And as much as possible, try to be evasive. Because people will always be asking you questions. And all of you that are traveling and putting all over social media, you go and put it on Facebook. You are in Lagos. You are in this. You are in that. Especially you go to your interior villages. I feel really sorry for you. I feel really, really sorry for you, because you don't know. You don't know who is chasing you. You don't know who is jealous of you. And you know the thing about Africans, or the thing about Nigeria especially, is that people always believe that because you live in Obodo, you are rich. They don't know what you are going through. They don't know the struggles of your life. They don't know how you are surviving. Maybe you even live in a shared accommodation. They don't know. All they know is that, okay, you are in Obodo, you must be rich, you must be comfortable. And some of you will come and say, oh, people are showing off when they go to Africa. This has nothing to do with showing up. It's got nothing to do with showing up. In fact, it's just got to do with jealousy of the human nature of jealousy and the evil that exists in today's world, that people will go to any length to get money. So I don't know who is behind it, but I know this is what it happens normally, that it's not just random people that will come and pick up the person because they don't know him from anywhere. It is a family friend or a friend that will go and arrange with them, say, oh, I have somebody, let's do business. Pick him up, ask for 30 million, give me 10 million, you keep 20 million. This is what is happening. So this is the experience of a friend and a very close family friend of ours who went to Nigeria and was kidnapped for a ransom of 30 million naira. It was only by prayers. I'm not telling you, it's only by prayers. Everybody was praying, family was praying. The brother is a man of God. It's not just all these priests that live flashy lifestyle. This is Holy Ghost priests that all their life is fasting and prayer. He lives in a convent, and we here were praying non-stop, asking for God's mercy. It was only by the mercies of God that he was freed. But they still had a gunshot wound. They still shot him, that he had to go to the hospital to do surgery and everything, before he's able to come back. But we thank God today, he ended up in praise, because he's able to come back home now to his family here in Europe. And even though he's going to probably be paying debt for God knows how long now, because I'm telling you, this is 60,000 pounds plus we're talking about, or 60 something thousand pounds euro we're talking about. You know how long it's going to take. He's going to probably be paying this debt for God knows how long. But you know what? There's no price for human life. So I'm glad the mom and the family member, his own family member, are very, very happy to have him alive and well. If he's to be paying bese, God will give them the capacity to do so. But yeah, I just decided to share this story with you guys today, so you can, be very, very careful. Please. I'm not saying people shouldn't go to Africa, but especially Nigeria. May God help us. God bless Nigeria. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. I'll see you guys in my next one. I love you. Bye-bye.